A few words. Bill and I are real good friends. I was supposed to introduce him before he said something. It's kind of funny because I know Bill is not three things. One, he's not a politician. Number two, he's not a community organizer.
He can't be president then.
And number three, he's not Jesus Christ, like some would like to compare Obama to Jesus. We've got to set our feet back on the ground again and start thinking about how God would want this country to be run. If we look at the Old Testament, you'll find out that a lot of the Israelis, or the Jewish people of that time, they left God. They did their own thing. They became progressive in that day and age. And they left God, and what happened to them each and every single time? They had to go into captivity and slavery each time. I would have to say this, that we are getting into slavery by our taxation. There's different kinds of slavery, and you can be a slave to different things. But it's a shame that we have to be a slave to our own country. And we did not set it up ourselves. It was set up by the leaders of this country. I do have to say this. I think that a lot of good, conservative people have not been voting like they should. We haven't been out hitting the doors, walking the streets, telling others how to be conservative, how to listen to our history of what's happened in the United States. I'm proud to be an American. I was one that served in the Navy during 1970-74, and some of you may remember what the Vietnam War was. Anyone here? Several vets. Thank you for your service. Well, we gave a part of our life in order for this country to be free, for us to be able to earn a living, for us to actually go to church and to tell people about God. And today, a lot of our voices are stifled. I pray that you can be able to make a stand, each one of you, and say enough is enough. I've got to stand up for what is right. Enough of these taxes, enough of these different leaders that are not leading us. They're in it for their own glory.
Amen.
For what they can be able to get out of it. What other country has set up a freedom like this where the congressional leaders and the Senate and the President get a retirement fund rather than what the people and the citizens of this country have had in Social Security and Medicare? They're able to have their own Social Security and their own Medicare system, which is apart from ours. A senator that sits for one day gets a retirement for life. Think about that. And it's out of your tax money. If anything I can challenge you is this. Think about 10 other people that you can be able to talk to, and at least explain that you're a conservative, that you believe in the rights of what the government had set up in the first place with the Declaration of Independence, with the Constitution of the United States. We don't have to be historians, but we should know a little bit about our past so that we can be able to live today. That's all I've got to say.
Amen. Yeah. Woo! Thank you, Joe. Are the Patriots still here?
We're here!
I hear ya.
They're going to hear us real soon.
I'd like to just mention, I'm going to be brief as I can. I know it's wet and miserable out here today, but I'm really feel blessed to see so many people it's turned out just in this little town of Laurel, Delaware. You know, I'm amazed. I really am. I'm proud to be an American, to be here with you all. The two things.
We got Seaford and Bridgeville. Who else we got?
Go Wildcats!
There you go. I got two major issues I want to discuss real briefly. It affects every red-blooded American patriot that's in this country and this nation and is here today. And we need to make some demands. We need to demand a course correction for our country. We need to get back to the we the people mentality. You know, these representatives, they work for us. We don't work for them, but it's got turned around and they believe that we work for them.
Amen.
In spite of the liberal, popular, politically correct ideas that exist today, we the people are still in ownership of the USA. This is our land. We own it. These American flags that we see flying here today, you know what? That's our flag. And I said a little while ago, Mr. Obama and his people, they need to get their own flag. This is our flag. We need to take it back.